Welcome into the latest edition of Extra Time. Thank you for your tweets. Ali and Shaka here in the studio. Julien Laurent joins us as well. Shaka, once again, has featured in a documentary being mean to Neymar, and that is the subject of our...
I was not mean to Neymar.
Wow. Shaka,
ever.
What does it feel being PSG's #1 critic? You are now infamous in Paris and appear everywhere alongside Neymar, PSG's name. Has Jules watched the RMC short film? If you haven't seen this, I did tweet it out, a clip of Shaka having to go at PSG. What's the significance of this film? Who's RMC, Jules?
RMC are the French channel who have the rights for the Champions League and the Europa League. They also have the Premier League rights. And what they do after every French game in the Champions League, not that it will happen again, but all the big games, they find all the footage they have from the tunnel, from on the pitch, especially when you can hear the players talking, maybe the manager, and they put like a movie of the game together. And sometimes they edit it as well with what very clever and insightful pundits like Shaka Hislop think about the game, you know, to make it even better, really. And that's clearly was the case this time, or not.
Shaka narrating PSG's demise.
Wow. I think I'll offer them my power rankings.
Who are you meaner to, PSG or Neymar?
I wasn't mean to either.
Well, you were. You in that Neymar documentary, you made him very angry.
No, I was. Well,
made him do a
that doesn't mean I was mean.
Made him do a whole Spike documentary.
Yeah. Just because he decides to do a Netflix documentary, I wasn't mean. I was just honest.
You're on the cutting edge of criticism.
I know, Shaka.
There was no cutting edge about my criticism at all.
Well, apparently that's not what the people are saying, Shaq.
Have you received any abuse because of it?
I don't know.
Out of all the pundits who are making fun of Barca's January signings, only Ali has lauded it all that time. His assessment of Barca has been spot on for all these times, apart from his assessment on Busquets.
Oh, so that was the backhanded compliment.
Yeah, that was...
I'm here for that. I'm here for that part.
That's it, yeah. Well, I didn't want it all to be lovey-dovey. How does he feel of Busquets under Xavi now?
Well, he has played better under Xavi.
So you were wrong?
According to this gentleman, yes.
What about to yourself?
According to myself, when I was making that assessment, Busquets was having difficulties moving around the field. And he still is. He's not...
This is right, you can never admit these.
Physically...
Yeah, that's right.
Physically, still can't quite compete. However, if Barcelona are controlling the possession and he's not having to chase in transition defensively, Busquets, as we saw today, can manage the pace of the game as well as anybody else in the world, if not better.
That is the most pleasant wrong. I'll admit I'm wrong, but I'm not wrong.
I thought that was honest.
Wow.
Not quite cutting edge like your analysis, but it was honest.
When's the last time in Casa Morena you've admitted that you were wrong?
What?
Define wrong.
Goodness me.
With Haaland now reported to join either Real Madrid or Manchester City, should Barcelona look to sign a striker in the summer or spend the money on the defence and rely on Aubameyang and Torres for next season? Ali, Barcelona ways?
I think you have in Ronald Araujo an answer for the future. I don't think you have that with Eric Garcia, and Gerard Piqué is not going to last forever. And so I think priority number one for Barcelona, although I don't think it's going to be, I would suggest that you focus on making sure that you assess what you got going on in the back line. You also have to assess what's the future of Dani Alves in Barcelona. We didn't think he was going to have the role that he's having now. Serginho Dest is the answer long term. You have to address those issues in the back line for Barcelona before I think you go and spend all this chunk of money on one single player. There are other areas of the field that you have to be able to manage.
Shaka, how long do you think before Newcastle push their way into the top four? Is the foregone conclusion that they will follow Chelsea and City to success?
Before Newcastle make a serious push to the top four, I'm going to say it's going to be another 3 years.
Right.
I still think it takes not just signings, not just money, but a culture around the football club that I think is still growing within Newcastle.
I have a question for you, Shaka. When you go serious on your assessment, like you just did in your analysis, is part of that seriousness Is it a requisite for you to fold your arms like
Yeah.
that? Is that what you do when you talk about Neymar?
Because he goes the freedom of Newcastle now.
I'm not at all mean about Neymar.
Why does everyone on the panel, Jules, not give Chelsea their due? I remember last Champions League campaign where every pundit thought Chelsea would lose to almost every team they played. Yeah, Jules.
Oh, wow.
Well, I don't remember this. I said that they would win the final, and they did. But we didn't. Before the Lille game, we said they would not qualify. Even before the group stage, we said they would not go through. I don't think so. I think they have disappointed us a little bit in the league because certainly I thought they would be far closer. For the title race to compete with City and Liverpool. I even said after the Lukaku signing that they were my favourite to win the whole thing. So I don't think this is fair. I don't think this is true.
If VAR made competent decisions regarding City penalty against Wolves and Everton and Liverpool versus Spurs, which were ridiculed by ESPN panel, then Liverpool would potentially, capital letters, be 5 points clear at the top. Liverpool's top 3 goal scorers and assists and better goal difference. Tell me who's the best team.
What? That's a lot.
What is the question?
This person is suggesting that VAR has favoured Manchester City,
Right.
yet we all sit here and say that City are the better team. But look, if VAR did its job properly, then City would be 5 points behind Liverpool.
Absolutely right. Listen, if VAR didn't make those mistakes, Liverpool would be ahead of City.
That's all nonsense, Shaq.
But to those, wait, hold on.
Fold your arms.
Just calm down, will you?
Hey.
To those examples, if those examples hold true, yes, the math suggests that Liverpool would be ahead of City. But over the course of a 38-game league season, you feel that everybody gets a little bit of a benefit from time to time, and so you stand by what the league table is. Even with VAR, after 38 games, the table doesn't lie. Or 29 as the case. Well, 29 now?
Well, and here's the thing. If you're a Liverpool fan, a Liverpool player, you're involved with Liverpool in any way possible, you now have an opportunity to right all the wrongs. It's right there in front of you.
But they wouldn't have to right the wrongs if the wrongs weren't righted wrong in the first place.
Okay.
What?
Here's the other thing I would say is, if you have to go in a full-on explanation as to what your question is going to be, then we have an issue. Just ask your question. Okay?
I like it. It's Mohawk Mike, though.
Well, Mohawk Mike, just ask the question that you want to ask. Don't set it up with a whole storyline.
Jules, did you ever have a mohawk? I reckon Jules had long hair. Definitely had a ponytail.
Not a chance.
Jules has had a ponytail.
Not a
Long hair,
chance.
no mohawk.
Yeah, you had a ponytail,
No
though, Jules?
mohawk, sorry.
Do you have a man bun,
No
Jules?
ponytail, but long hair, and I did the David Beckham when I was going out in nightclubs in Paris. I used to do the David Beckham hair when he was in Madrid.
Oh.
That was cool. That was really popular as well. That was popular.
That was cool.
I was cool.
I was
That
cool.
was really cool.
Wow.
He was cool.
Listen,
That would have been very
no,
good to see.
that
Jules,
was not cool.
Jules out clubbing.
Unless you're David Beckham, that wasn't cool. And even then it was a push.
For Shaka,
That was cool. You said that because you're jealous because you can't do it yourself. And same with Ali. Ali's got no hair left.
I can work some magic with this bonnet, let me tell you.
What can you do with that, Shaka?
Nothing.
You've just told us you had the same haircut for 25 years.
Yes.
You need a
Because
haircut,
it's
you
cool.
said.
It was cool then.
Oh, dear. For Shaka, is Alisson the most complete modern goalkeeper in the world currently? He's good at shot stopping, excellent at sweeping, can play out from the back, and looks unbeatable 1v1. Is he the undisputed number one?
Is this Alisson's agent? Once again, to Ali's point, this is a long old question.
It's Mohawk Mike again.
Is he the best goalkeeper in the world?
He is always in the conversation. I think.
Answer the question.
Hold on a second. But we've been
call
having
Ali
this.
on us.
We've been having this conversation all season long. At times this season, Mendy has been. I have said Mendy's been better. Right
taking off for penalties.
right now, Alisson is showing exactly how good he always is. But you judge him over the course of a season, not just what happened over the last couple of weeks or how important.
So
he was.
who's the best
Yes.
goalkeeper in the world?
Right now?
Yes,
There he is. There he is. There he is. Serious Shaq.
Right now, if I'm picking one goalkeeper to play one game for all the marbles, I'm still picking Manuel Neuer.
Oh.
For all the marbles.
For all the marbles. One game.
Where's Thibaut Courtois?
Huh? He's second.
Is he?
Oh.
Yeah.
So where's Alisson?
So Alisson is
Tied
still...
second. Tied for second.
Here we go. Jules, you're a journalist. Oh.
Here we go. Aggressive.
With questionable hairstyle choices.
Aggressive.
Don't forget that. Don't
Questionable
forget that, boys.
Does that
hairstyle.
hairstyle have a name?
Don't forget.
What was it called, Jules? We
Sorry,
know,
say that
we know
again?
the one when he... Did it have a name, that hairstyle?
I don't think so. I can't. So you know, it's when you put
I know.
the ponytail like on, you know.
Yeah, it's when he first signed for Real Madrid.
Yeah, I can't remember if he had a name. Yeah.
Right.
I can't remember.
Jules, you're a journalist. Can you get the story of Shaka's yacht figured out? Apparently, it's in Trinidad and Tobago, but no one knows for sure, and he keeps claiming it doesn't exist.
I will investigate for
Yeah.
sure. Knowing Shaka, there might be something dodgy a bit behind it. You know, like we need to investigate somewhere.
Yeah.
Jules,
maybe
expected better
Mrs.
from
Hipstop
you.
doesn't know about the boat because it's only for parties. When he goes back, I mean, you know,
Yes.
I would not bet against it for sure. So yeah, I'll happily investigate when I go to Trinidad and Tobago very soon.
Yeah, little boat ride to the Cayman Islands.
What?
Yeah, with good company as well. Yeah.
Not this time of year. Currents.
Working against you.
Yeah.
Currents work against.
Yeah. No.
Final question, Jules. If you're going to be invited to one birthday party this year, whose birthday are you attending?
Neymar, and I'm coming along.
Nay, you're definitely.
I'm coming in. I'm going. Hey.
Nay or Messi?
Oh.
Oh, that's well. I was a bit disappointed not to be invited at Antonella's birthday, which was recently. I mean, to be fair, it was only the Fabregas and the Suarez family, so I can understand why my name was not on the list. Fair enough.
Yes.
I guess I'm not sure if Messi's parties are as crazy as Ney's.
No, they're boring.
But because I've done one, I have to do the other. So I can go to Messi and then tell you all about the dress code, who wore what, who danced on what, who was too drunk, you know, and you know, that could be cool.
It would just be Messi and Luis Suarez drinking. What do they call it?
Mate.
That's it, yeah. Exactly, that'd be it.
And the dog.
If you're gonna go to a
I would
party, it
think
has to be
Hulk
Neymar.
It
might
would be
there,
Neymar.
yeah.
We know someone who has a boat that could host it.
Yes, that could host that party. Yes, and many other parties.
Yes. Almost as a I'm sorry party. That is it. ESPN FC returns to your screen tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching ESPN FC on YouTube. For more highlights, analysis, and exclusive content, be sure to subscribe.